guys. So I'm headed out this morning to a new stand that I found some good sign at the other day, and I also was able to talk to some people that live locally. A friend of mine who lives locally, her brother lives near the area that I'm going to hunt. Actually, I didn't know any of this until I just started talking about my hunting. You know, I was excited about the spot and so on. So the deal is that I'm heading down there, and my main goal obviously is to hunt coyote and to see if I can harvest a coyote. However, the other goal that I have today, because I'm new and because I'm just learning as time passes, the other goal I have today is to get into my spot quieter and to get to my spot in such a way that is less disturbing to the environment, because one of the areas that I've read new people make the biggest mistake in is getting to their spot quietly and getting into the spot without getting winded. And so today I'm putting a concerted effort on getting to my spot without getting caught. So I just wanted to give you an update as I'm heading out to kind of give you an idea as to what I'm focusing on today to try and learn to do better, because like I've said in my other videos, I'm definitely not any sort of a pro by any stretch of the imagination. I'm brand new at this, and I just want to share what I'm learning as I go through the process of hunting these coyotes in different places. So look for the next video, and I'll update you on what happens. Okay guys, got out here to the hunting spot, and I didn't see anything, and to be honest with you, it's I think it's because I messed up on getting here at the right time. I left at what I thought was going to be a good time, but I made a rookie mistake, as I seem to be making these kind of consistently here. But you know, I'm new, and so I'm learning as I go here. And so the thing that I did wrong was I left a half an hour too late this morning, so I ended up getting here at the time I should have been already settled, and I should have been ready to start the call, and then it would have been perfect. You know, and I may still not have seen anything. I don't know, but the reality is that today, even though my goal was to get to this spot and get here quietly, and I accomplished that goal, so you know, I'm not beating myself up or anything, because I did enter the area more quietly. However, you know, if I wanted to have increased my odds better, I should have been here at least a half an hour earlier. And so now I know for the next morning hunt that I need to be here, or rather I need to leave my house a half an hour earlier than I did. And so, you know, the thing is that kind of a crappy time to get up in the morning? Yeah, it is if I were doing anything else other than hunting. But you know, getting up at 5:30 in the morning so that I can be to a hunting spot on time, it makes it worth it, as the reward will eventually come in. So I'm looking forward to not only focusing on, one, getting better at entering my spot more quietly, but also two, getting into my spot early enough so that I'm not just making myself plain as day walking around in my spot, which unfortunately is what I did today. So you know, additionally, I mean, even though I got here a little bit late, I did find out about this spot a little bit more, and I'm actually going to hike around and just kind of see what's available in this clearing. You can kind of see the clearing. There are some little sand hills and things, and it's like a valley, because it used to be a gravel pit, and you can see that my gun is on that little sand hump, and I can kind of lay on the back side of it, and I can use my bipod on my gun as opposed to the bipod, you know, that's not connected, and lay on my stomach. So It's a little bit different, and I'm glad I bought that bipod on the gun for this reason. I initially didn't think that I was going to use the bipod as much on the gun because most of the time, if I'm laying down, weeds are in my way, so it prevents me from having any sort of functionality out of that thing. But today was a day that I was able to at least get some functionality out of it, and so I'm excited about using it more here in this spot specifically in future hunts. So for now, guys, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take a look around this area. I'm going to scalp the edge, and I'm going to find out if there's any other sign. On my way in, by the way, I found a whole bunch of sign. So that's exciting. It was just difficult to get here quietly, even though it was much quieter than I've ever been to a spot or entered a spot. It was so crunchy, kind of like my last hunt, where it was just everything was frozen over, and you know, there's just ice chunks everywhere. Even the sand is frozen, so it's just been difficult to sneak. And so, but on my way in, I found several coyote tracks, some big coyote tracks actually, and so that's good. Unfortunately, though, a funny thing additionally is I was heading down this road into the spot, and you never know what you're going to run into, right, as you're getting to these new spots, and some stinking stray dog. Yeah, well, I shouldn't say stray. It looked like it was a healthy dog. It was probably just a dog that lives at one of the houses here, but it came busting out of the woods at my Jeep while I was driving, barking up a storm, and so you know, that wasn't ideal at all. It kind of ticked me off a little bit, but you know, what are you gonna do? You make the best of what you've got, and you know, I can only control what I can control, and so that's what I'm trying to improve on and sharing with you guys as I go. So anyway, I'll post things as I learn them, and maybe I'll give you an update on what I find at the rest of the clearing here, and we'll go from there.